Hi, welcome to the third video in the Creaform 3D scanner training. In this video, we're going to take the entities that we made in VX Elements from our mesh, and using those entities transferred into SolidWorks, we're going to reverse engineer our part. Once our part is done, we can then modify it as much as we want to change anything we want to change. So you can see these are all the elements that transferred in. We have our cone and our different shapes. We have our front plane that represents the back of our part, and the plane 4, which represents the top of our part. So this is really all we need to fully make and reverse engineer the part we scanned. There's some editing that we want to do just to make it a little closer, more accurate. So first I'm going to edit our cone extrusion here. It didn't come in right. We're going to add some length to it to finish it off so it has a point. So there we go, that's that. So I'm going to hide the cone for now just so I can see. I'm going to go ahead and hide plane 4 and the front plane as well. And I'm going to turn all of these different entities into one sketch so I can work in one spot. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to sketch, and I'm going to sketch on the right plane, the front plane, because that's going to represent the bottom of our part, and then we can extrude from there. And then I'm going to convert entities, and I'm just going to convert all of this into one sketch. There we go. Okay, so we're almost done. We just need to finish off these two chamfers here, and then we are ready to extrude. And the way we can do that is I can right-click the line and make it a construction line. So we're only going to use it for its dimensions now, not for the actual model. I'm going to make a new line, and I'm going to add a relation between these of collinear. So our new physical line is over top our construction line. And then I can trim entities to get rid of this corner. And that's it. That's our chamfer done. And we can do the same thing on the other one. Change to construction. Make them collinear. And then trim entities. Okay, so that's our sketch done. So now we can go extrude. And our plane 4 represented the top of our part, so I can extrude up to a surface, and I can select plane 4. And that's it. We bring our cone back, and there's our model, all done. Reverse engineer back into its SolidWorks form. From this, we can modify it. Since we're in SolidWorks, we can change any of the features we want, and it will automatically update the extrusion. So if we go back into our sketch and edit it, I can do pretty much the same thing I did with the chamfers, where I'm going to create a construction line out of the original geometry, and then using that construction line, make a new geometry so it's still lined up. So I can say I want to make this circle smaller. I can turn it into construction geometry. Using its center point, I can make a new circle so it's in the same spot and give it any dimension I want, and hit OK, and then we can exit our sketch, and now our extrusion is updated with the smaller circle. And we can do this with pretty much any part of the model. I can do it to our rectangle here. I'm going to highlight all of them, hit 4 construction, and then let's make a slot. And I'll use, again, using the construction as our way to line the geometry up. Not one. Okay. And let's add a fillet to these corners here. Okay. And we'll exit sketch. And there we go. We have a totally different part now. All of the dimensions will be the same, except the ones that we obviously changed. From here I can save as. I could save it as whatever I need to. I could do an STL file and then send it over to a 3D printer to print it out and compare with our other physical part. And that's it. That's reverse engineering your scans data in SolidWorks and then changing it however you want. Thank you for watching.